Okay, hi guys, it's Chris, and today we are looking at Alex's birthday vlog. Not her birthday, her son's first birthday. So we are going to get right into this. She doesn't have an intro on this video, so there's nothing really to skip through. We are just going to do this thing. She is sped up for time. I'm not making it a full screen simply because my OBS has been randomly stopping the recording, and I want to be able to look at the little circle in the bottom to make sure I'm not recording a whole video for no reason because it's not actually recording. But I usually put frames and stuff around the video and editing, so I hope it doesn't bug you guys too much. Let's get into this.
'Twas the night before my son's first birthday, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Is that how that goes? As a Christmas girl, I should know. But 1 year ago today, I was in the hospital, and I was getting...
Yeah, it's surprising that Anderson's already a year. I mean, it goes so fast, and if she's emotional now, oh my God, my baby just turned 13 this year. And I swear to God, I'm on the verge of having an existential crisis because he's growing up too fast and he's the only one I got. And I realized I'm also really starting to lose my identity, as in, like, who am I? Because for so many years, my main goal in life has been be mom, be a good mom, do everything for him, take care of him. And now he's to the point where he's really independent in a lot of ways. And there's just so many things I don't have to do for him anymore that I've literally been a little depressed, wondering, like, what's my point? What's my purpose? So that's why my partner and my son have both told me this is the perfect time to actually really get back into working. You know, get back into the shop, into the soap making, take it seriously, start really building that brand, work on my channels. And if I want to start doing some diet coaching, weight loss coaching, maybe start, researching how to do that so that I have an identity and purpose outside of just being mom. Because I've really fallen into that role. And let me tell you, it's been my favorite job I've ever had my entire life. When you're so stuck into it, when it starts to go away, you can kind of feel like you're losing yourself. So make sure you always have something for you, ladies, that is just you, not attached to the children, because they will grow up and leave.
Getting Pitocin. My water broke 5 weeks early, and we were arrived at the hospital. We stopped at my mom's on the way to drop off the dog. It was a magical night. We want to make it special for him, so I'm about to wrap his gifts. I already showed you guys in the last vlog what I got him, but I'll do a quick little run through again. We are having a
I'm going to skip through this part.
party for hats to wear in the morning, of course, but I think he'll enjoy. Good morning! It's birthday morning. Yar and I have been up with Sunny for a little bit. I'm making him some pumpkin pancakes today. Birthday pancakes!
It's okay to make the kid pancakes, all right? And you can do protein pancakes, you can do pumpkin pancakes. My son, I make him protein pancakes now, and he really likes them, and they're better for him. And I always I add protein powder, but I also add an egg into them. It doesn't change the texture too much, or a little bit of egg white. Actually, mixing in some egg whites can make them a little fluffier. But she needs to give this kid something a little more substantial. All of his food is just mostly packaged, processed, like carbs, like the crap she eats that she shouldn't. I wish he would give him eggs most of the time, almost every morning. My son would have pancakes, yes, but he loved eggs. He had eggs. Sometimes I mix a little cheese into them. He loved them. Give him a little chunks of sausage or bacon or something, or ham to suck on, but he ate so many eggs. And when I was pregnant, I lived on 90% eggs. 90%, I swear to God, of my diet was our backyard chicken eggs. And my son is very fit and healthy to this day, but he could be eating more eggs. Mash up some vegetables, mash up some fruit, mash up some, give him some yogurt, mash him up a sweet potato, things like that. She really gives him a ton of prepared processed stuff. And my son had a lot of that stuff. I didn't know nearly as much about nutrition 13 years ago as I do now. I wish I did, because if I knew then what I know now, I would have totally fed him completely differently. And I would have been like that super strict, annoying mom about his diet. But for the most part, he did eat healthy. He ate a ton of eggs, a ton of fruit. We did give him meat. So he ate a lot of healthy stuff too. But I've never seen her give Anderson much aside from those little like yogurt bites and Cheerios and stuff like that.
Would we rather him have a little sugar high in the morning or at night? So we're going to try to do it a little earlier tonight after an earlier dinner. So, and
But he's gonna, okay, he's gonna have a sugar high anyways, Alex, because you're feeding him a pancake. Even if you don't put syrup on it, flour, grains are sugar. That pancake will turn into the same sugar in his blood as a piece of cake would. There might not be as much sugar, but it will still be the same amount of sugar. And if you put syrup and stuff on it, it's not much different. Like, people don't think about food and what it does and what it turns into in like at a biological level. Carbohydrates, even healthy whole grains, are sugar. They are long form chains of sugar. They turn into the same glucose in your body as a candy bar. Yes, they have some nutrients packed with them. They have fiber. Is not necessarily necessary. It is not technically a required nutrient. I'm not telling you not to eat it. If you like it, eat it. If it doesn't hurt you, eat it. But what I'm saying is, like, carbs are sugar and people need to think of them that way. That's why Alex needs to stop eating as many carbohydrates, because they turn to sugar. In fact, they actually start turning to sugar by your saliva in your mouth before you even swallow them. So Anderson's still going to have that sugar high no matter what. And that's our little biology lesson for the day.
Forgot your birthday attire.
Birthday attire.
Oh yeah, be a unicorn.
I put this on so wrong.
You put it on backwards.
Put it on backwards.
He does seem to be sitting up better and trying to really like use his hands and get in there and do stuff. I think that's great. There's like rumors that maybe a doctor told her she needs to work with him on some stuff, but I honestly think her actually putting him in daycare is doing him a favor, because they are not just sticking this baby like an adorable little lump into a bed or a crib and letting him lay all day. They are probably getting him out and interacting with him, putting him down with other kids, especially other babies his age. They're doing activities with him, and he's also going to see the other kids and the people, and he is going to want to mimic things. So when he sees other babies and other people doing things, he's going to want to copy them, and that's how he's going to learn. So I actually think her putting him in daycare is doing him a service. The kids will honestly, have fun just unwrapping things and just want to unwrap something else. And they'll have fun playing with the boxes and the bags, and you'll wonder why you even put anything in them. But that's how they are. He still seems to have a little bit of like laxity with his neck muscles. They're not quite as strong, I think, as they should be, but it's getting a lot better and he's doing okay. So I think there's definitely progress being made. And I'm happy for Anderson that it is, because you always want to see kids do the best within their abilities. You know what I mean? So
Up a lot. I don't know if he's quite ready for this.
he's a year old. He absolutely should be pulling himself up. He should have some of those little toys with wheels that he can pull himself up and balance on, and it will help him learn to start taking steps. Anderson is very behind in that sense. I'm not 100% sure the exact time that those milestones are hit, because our son was strange in the sense that he started everything super early. He talked early. He crawled and stood up early. And in fact, our son started standing and pulling himself up and jumping and bouncing and taking steps so early that, because babies' bones are soft, and they're supposed to be, you know, they're very soft and flexible until they're older, when as you grow your bones harden. But their bones are flexible to be able to handle stress and things like that. He walked and bounced and stood so early that it actually caused his legs to bow extremely bad. I mean, unnaturally bad. And it was so bad that when we had taken him for a checkup, the doctor was concerned. We ended up having to take my son when he was about a year to an orthopedic surgeon to get x-rays and to look at his legs, because they were so bad, especially the left one, that he was actually concerned it was going to permanently damage my son's legs, like his leg bones, especially like, you know, the shins and stuff. So There was talk that he may actually have to do a surgery where he broke my son's left leg and reset it in a straighter fashion. That was terrifying, but they said, let's watch him for 6 months to 8 months to a year, see if it starts changing and growing out of it. And all we could do was basically wait. And it did get better, thank God. But just the fact that they curved so crazily, it was nuts. I mean, his left foot actually did not sit 100% straight on the floor. He walked a little bit on the outside of his foot because that leg was so curved. But he grew out of it. They're fine. He's tall and skinny now. His legs are great. But yeah, that's scary. But I know it was because the doctor said my son did everything really early, and it does cause a lot of extra stress on their little legs. But Anderson should be further along by now. But I think with the help from the daycare, and if the doctor is being honest with Alex and telling her what's up and advising her, then I don't think he'll have any problems. A lot of us lean in the direction of he's behind just because Alex doesn't interact with him, doesn't have him doing things. She just wants him to sleep and lay all freaking day so she doesn't have to put up with him, which is really sad. And then this woman talks about wanting another freaking baby. Don't do it.
Of course, but
she's gonna do it. He should be. She doesn't want him to walk and be on the move and be mobile, because then he's going to be more of a handful to deal with. And she can't just plop him in a cage somewhere and ignore him.
like, I'm feeling ambitious because your heart was going to set it up when you got home tonight. But I'm like,
I didn't realize Alex's hair has gotten so long. It's just, it looks so long lately. Am I missing things? And I'm going to tell you, I saw the Instagram. In fact, I'll pull it up. Here's her picture of her at his birthday party. Hi, Alex. This woman is not losing weight. And she's not 270 pounds. She's not even 280. She's not even 300. In this picture, there's a post about her weigh-in. I'm going to do another video because I want to try to start covering her weekly weigh-ins as much as I can. But this is a picture from the actual party. I'm not mad at her for eating whatever she wanted at her son's first birthday. Fine. But she eats what she wants every damn day, and that's the problem. But this picture is very telling because you can just see she's not lost anything. I think she's still every bit of 320. Looking at this picture, maybe 330 pounds. So they have another smash cake for him, and she is having cake again with him today on his actual birthday. Like, Alex, you didn't have to have cake today on his actual birthday. He doesn't know that the day of the party wasn't his actual birthday. This is just an excuse for her to have more cake. And cake's a problem food of mine. I love it. And if it was there, I would eat it. So that's why Alex, has a lot of the same issues with food I do. That's why she shouldn't have it in the house anymore.
and Anderson's getting to have his favorite meal, rotisserie chicken.
I do love rotisserie chicken. I buy one like once a week. My son loves it. I give it to him. I eat it. I give it to Frodo a lot because I'm trying to give him more meat. And I want to get him fully off of kibble next year. He doesn't eat much of it anyways. I will not give him the skin with the spices and the salt and everything. I'll just give him meat. But you have to watch with store-bought rotisserie chickens because they have a lot of sodium and stuff, which, okay, fine, whatever. Sodium is not bad for you. Your body is very efficient at expelling excess salt, and too much salt doesn't have as much of an effect on blood pressure as they think. That has more to do with inflammation, and they are made with seed oils. They are basted in their own fat, but they are also basted with seed oils, and those things are very inflammatory and not the best. But all in all, if you're not eating a ton of packaged processed food, then you're not getting a ton of seed oils to begin with. If you're using real butter, not margarine, a rotisserie chicken from the store is not going to hurt you. And you can make them at home too. Buy little roasting chickens when they're on sale, and you can slow cook them in a slow cooker. You can put a couple in a slow cooker, or put a few, 2 or 3 of them in a big pan, roast them in the oven. delicious, versatile. You can eat the meat straight up. You can make a ton of different dishes with them, and you can season them all differently. You can do one traditional, you can do a lemon pepper one, you can do one with maybe like, rosemary and thyme. I mean, there's just so many different ways you can dress up a chicken.
We've had rotisserie chicken like once or twice, and he loves the meat from it.
Yeah, give this kid a lot of chicken. Like, let him have meat. Let him have tons of meat, eggs, vegetables, fruits. Let him have all that good stuff. Oh, this is where the picture came from, guys, that we saw on Instagram.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anderson.
He's like, be quiet and give me the cake. Yeah, Alex isn't 270 pounds, guys. I'm sorry. She's not. And you know what? I wish she were. I wish she was actually really losing weight and making progress. I don't want to see anybody sick and unhealthy. For as awful and just diabolical as like Amber Lynn and Foodie are, I still would like to see them lose weight and get healthier. If they were actually losing weight and improving their health, I would be happy for them for that. The problem is they just have no desire to change. And Alex, her problem is she has no desire to change what she eats and her attitude towards food. That's the whole problem. She will never see benefits in her health and in her weight unless she actually changes her whole outlook on food. And she has no desire to do that. So the problem starts with the brain. And, we can talk until we're blue in the face. But what are you going to do? Like I said, I could make her a plan. I could coach her. I'd love to coach her for 1 to 2 months. And if she would just actually do what I said and stick to what I told her to eat, and she would probably actually lose 20 to 30 pounds. And none of this Weight Watchers crap. I'm not doing this Weight Watchers points bullshit. If you want Chris's 0-point food list, here it is. Okay. Easy to remember. Water, iceberg lettuce, and cucumbers. If it's anything other than that, it's not 0 point. There you go, Alex. There, you want to go crazy on your 0-point foods? Go crazy on those. But that's as far as my point counting goes in my particular program. This is good and this is fun. This is a nice thing because it has a little spot for his bottle. He has to kind of sit up and support himself. He can still look around and have a good time. And Alex can push this and walk. She should put him in this thing and take him out 2 or 3 times a day for half an hour, you know what I mean? And take Bruno with you. And that would, at the end of the day, give him an hour and a half of being outside, having fun, being stimulated. And it would give her an hour and a half and Bruno of walking. Okay, well, there wasn't a lot of food in that one, but it was cute. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. The reaction. I will link her full video down below as always. If you don't have anything you want to say and you want to help the algorithm, we are going through the alphabet with emojis. Today, for this video, we did H for Foodie's video. So today we are on I. So put some sort of ice cream emoji, because it was Anderson's birthday and you have cake and ice cream. So stick an ice cream emoji in the comments and I will look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. I hope you're having a good Sunday and I will talk to you tomorrow.